Hey everybody, how's it going today? I got my silver Tempest sealed product in. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4 of these cases. Each case, of course, has 6 boxes in it. Here's what the silver Tempest looks like. Here's what the code is on the bottom. To make sure you don't ever get scammed. It's the standard Pokemon box of the way they do new things, not like the old ones, so it's pretty blah, you know. But the cards inside are nice, and it's a decent investment. It's got Luigi in there. I paid $98 a box for 3 cases, and those came from Paladin Cards. And then I bought another case, which I paid a little bit less for, a few dollars less, from Johto Collectibles. He sent me a nice free playmat too, a small one of Eevee, which was nice. And then, as I've told you guys and girls, people, whatever, I always buy a case of blisters. I paid $375 for a case of blisters. And here's the 4 artworks of the blisters. That one. That one. That's that Electric Reggie, right? I think that's what that's called. And then everybody's favorite, Lugia. And here's how they come in. 144 of them. So I picked those up. And I'll fix that off camera. One more thing about Pokemon. The new game Scarlet and Violet's out. Did you guys see this Tyranitar? It looks like freaking Mecha Godzilla. That's pretty cool. Now that I like. Look at that. That'll be a super popular card when it comes out. I don't know if you guys have seen that. If everybody's seen that or not. For Dragon Ball, I got some new cases in. These clear cases, because I was getting low. And this is the original one that I bought a long time ago in the other videos. The new ones are different. I can't find a seller that's selling the old ones. These work. They're more expensive. It is so hard to get the plastic film off. I mean, it's super tedious. I do not like it. But they seem to be about the same quality for keeping these expensive booster boxes protected, because these booster boxes have that could have that God Rare in them. So the price of these are always going to be more expensive than the booster boxes that do not have the God Rare in it. And let's see what else. Got a new playmat in. You guys know what this one's from, this anime? I'll give you a hint. These are spider webs here along this weapon. That gives you a hint of who that is. That's a nice playmat. I like the playmats that are bright and not all dark. And that's tastefully done. Very like sexy looking, but not like overload, you know, in my opinion. More is less when it comes to, like, in my opinion, clothing beautiful women. You know, I'd rather see them clothed than like naked. You know, because some of these people, when they do the artwork, they're like basically naked. You know, wearing a bathing suit. So anyway, enough about the playmat. So then I picked up 4 boxes of these Weiss Schwarz. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? I've watched this. I'd give it a B as an anime. This anime is way better. But I want to show you this. This is what the box looks like. But more importantly, look at that. They are now putting first edition on the boxes. So that's why I picked these up. I think they're doing that to generate sales, so people don't wait to buy this stuff, because you know they'll probably have a second printing, and then they won't have first edition on them. And that's what's in them. The cards are pretty nice. As you know, I hardly open anything. Everything I have is sealed because this is an investment channel. And when you open stuff, it devalues it a lot. So I picked up 4 of those. And I paid $60 each for them. So there's that. And did I ever show you? I think I showed you. I picked up one of these. I really like this card from Astral Radiance. I talked about picking one up. I think I paid, shoot, what did I pay for it? Have you guys been keeping track of what's been going on in Magic? Paid $96 for that Starmie and Misty. So I don't think I showed you this. I've been sick. $96 for that. That's the cheapest I could find one for a PSA. And I've been looking for a while. They've all been more than that. And, you know, because it's graded. Because somebody maybe spent $50 just grading this card. Because PSA is a rip-off site. It's like one of those love-hate places. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but on these PSA, there's people selling PSA fake cases. I think I got them saved on my computer here. Hold on a second. Let me find it. These empty PSA cases. See, look. There's people selling them on eBay, right? And what they'll do is they'll use a computer program to generate this. Excuse me. To generate this label. But they have trouble with the hollow, like the little silver thing there. It won't look right. And also, too, this. It's hard to see, but this has blue lines in it, so the label that they make will be white. And if you can see, like they just started putting PS, like right there is a PSA. It's PSA. It's like a little watermark. So they're doing that to help stop counterfeiting. And also too on these cases, like right here on the bottom, it'll say PSA. Like the fake ones won't. See right here. Let's say right here. So on both sides it'll say it. One on each side. That's just little clues to look at. Because what people will do is, if they got a real expensive card, like this. This is $5,000 card. Maybe more now. I haven't checked in a while. I sent it in because it had a mark on the case from a sticker, a price sticker. And I tried to remove the mark, which I did, but then it left a smudge on the case. It took almost 6 months for me to get this back. 5 to 6 months. All he did is put a case on it. They didn't have to grade it or nothing. It took that long for PSA to get back to me. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh yeah. So this is a 5, right? So what scammers will do with like Pokemon or Magic or whatever they can get away with is if they have they'll make a label for a high number and put a lower number in there. And then they'll sell it. So you're actually getting a card, but the card is nowhere near what the number is. So that's how scammers like to scam you. Like on a newer card, like say that this was real expensive and it was a 10, right? And they'll put like a 7 in there and try to pass it off as a 10, or maybe as an 8 as a 10. Now on this card it wouldn't matter, but like say a Charizard, the difference between an 8 and a 10 is thousands of dollars. And imagine if it was a first edition Charizard. That's where the scams would be. A first edition Charizard that's an 8, say it's $8,000, But if they could pass it off as a 10, that's $500,000, you know? Anyway, that's what they do. So just be aware, you know, that you don't get scammed with people trying to sell things that aren't what they are. Anyway, what was I going to say? It's a, oh, I forget now. I got off on tangent. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Oh, yeah, I was going to talk to you about the Magic 30th anniversary packs. There's a lot of buzz going on around about Hasbro and people making videos. Like every day they're making a couple videos. I plan on buying, you know, 3 or 4 of those boxes that are going to cost $1,100 with tax and shipping from them, because this is all going to blow over. And I do not like Hasbro. I think Hasbro is a terrible company. It has terrible management, and I don't know what's going to happen in the future. But they're going to make a bunch of money off of this 30th anniversary, these booster packs. But I think, you know, they're going to, over the long term, they're going to lose a lot of that money. So it's going to look good to make a spike in sales, but over the long term, they're going to hurt their brand, and they're going to hurt their player base. But it's going to blow over eventually, and those things are going to be worth more. So as an investment standpoint, I'm going to pick up 3 or 4 of those boxes, which have 4 packs in them, and each pack is $250 without tax and shipping. So basically, you're paying about $1,100 for 4 packs. So I'm going to buy 4 of them, and maybe I'll buy 5 and open one and treat myself, because I have not opened any Magic packs in 20 years, you know, or 15 years. It's been a long time. But anyway, also too, I think Hasbro, since they're going to make a bunch of money off this, they'll probably try doing something with maybe Legends or Arabian Nights, because those are, you know, super expensive sets that have a lot going for them, way better than the Antiquities. So I don't know what they're going to do, but we'll have to wait and see. But you know, the people that are not collecting and investing into Magic, that are investing into Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z, at least we have it lucky. We don't have to deal with a crappy company like Hasbro, and they are a crappy company. I could go on and on and on about how bad they are. They said they're never going to reprint stuff off the reserve list, and they're doing this 30th anniversary, which is similar to that. It's not exactly that, but it sort of is. And then they screw over their local game stores, because if you want to buy those, you have to buy them direct from the website. So they're cutting everybody out so they get as much profit as they can, because they're total greedy. And my biggest complaint about all these companies, including Hasbro, and Hasbro is the worst, is they push too much product out every year. Like, I can't keep up with this stuff. Like, granted, I'm doing more than one thing. So if I was just doing Dragon Ball, or just doing Weiss, or just doing Magic, or just doing Pokemon, it'd be a lot easier. But I think that these companies push too much stuff out. Like, I think Pokemon should drop one release off the year. So if they do, like, what do they do, 4? They should only do 3. Same thing with all of them. That's plenty. But they want the money, you know? And if you're a player, it's very difficult, because you're just starting to play a set and the next one comes out. But collectors is a different story. You can collect the stuff and you don't care, you know, because you're not really playing it. You're just looking at the cards. So, and I think all these, especially Pokemon. Pokemon probably has more collectors than they do players. Magic is different. They probably have more players than collectors, or maybe it's 50-50. Weiss, Schwarz, and Dragon Ball, I'm not sure, but I think that all the companies probably have majority of the people are collectors and not players, with the exception of maybe Magic might be close to 50-50. Who knows? Nobody's ever done a study on that. Anyway, I'll quit rambling. Have a go. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. Talk to you people later.